remember, we told you that the big story this morning is about Ambuja Cement buying Penna Industries, which is a southern-based cement company. Uttam Kumar Srimal, Senior Research Analyst of Cement and Infra at Axis Securities, is joining us to break it all down. Hi, Uttam. Very good morning to you, and thank you for speaking with us today on NDTV Profit. Let's begin with your take on the Ambuja deal. How do you look at it?
Yeah, good morning, Tamanna, and thanks for having me on the show. Basically, Ambuja Cement is aspiring to reach a capacity of 140 million ton by FY28. So, in that context, this acquisition remains a good one, and it will help them to accelerate their expansion program. Enterprise value that is around 10,442 crore for 22 crore, which comes to around $90 USD. So of 14 million ton, which they will be getting, out of that 10 million ton is operational and 4 million ton is under construction. So we believe this is a positive move for Ambuja Cement. And it will help them to consolidate their position in the south also, and also accelerate their expansion program moving ahead.
Uttam, good morning. Neeraj here.
Yeah, good morning, Neeraj.
So this deal, at the valuation that it has done, does it open up or leave any upsides for Ambuja, which a few people are saying has priced in some of the benefits of this and the good work that it has done on the numbers in the past couple of quarters?
Yeah, basically, see, all the assets are basically located in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, and we know South market is very competitive in terms of pricing also. Ambuja will have to ramp up the production at these units once this comes to their kitty. Moving ahead, we believe not at present, but moving ahead with the Ambuja having its most of the things like they have got good brand and with their logistic and other benefit, I believe that they will be able to ramp up the capacity over a period of time fastly. So that will help them to getting more benefit out of this acquisition moving ahead.
So Uttam, here's the thing. Most people are excited about what will happen in the states of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana by virtue of the change of guard that has happened and the infra push that, for example, TDP brings right to Andhra. My question to you is, does this therefore, over a 3-year period and not just immediately, give that premium to Ambuja, that it's got this large presence in the state where infrastructure development could take priority, and therefore for Ambuja to be able to sell at a premium might be possible?
Yeah, surely, because see, with this capacity acquisition, Ambuja's market share in South will go by 8%. And as you may mention that Andhra Pradesh government has also announced Amravati as its capital. So they will be building the Amravati. So there will be a lot of infrastructure development in that in Amravati. So that will be positive catalyst for cement demand. And Ambuja acquiring the Penna Cement, I believe that it's a good time that they have acquired it. And with the ramp up and their all the most of the they have all the benefits with them with regard to logistics and other things. So I believe that over a period of time in the next 2 to 3 years, they will be in a better position to gain more market share and in the Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, and they can also expand their capacity over there with this after acquiring the current capacity. So I believe it's a positive move on the part of the Ambuja in the long term and they will be able to capitalize on the growth prospect which Andhra Pradesh is currently showing.
Mr. Srimal, I'm just trying to understand this Amravati play that you talked about, and that saw a huge run-up in Aramco cement, etc. I'm wondering, A, is it overblown in terms of how much work actually these cement companies are going to get, and B, if there is really going to be a huge push, which are the companies poised to benefit the most?
See, basically, the companies which are located in this particular region are like Penna Cement is there, Andhra, then Sagar Cement is there, then Orient Cement is there, and Dalmia Cement is there. Ultratech is also there. So these are the companies which will be primarily get along with Ramco Cement. So these are the south-based companies. They will primarily get benefit once the development works starts there.
And how would you rank them in which companies are poised to, get the maximum benefit? I'm trying to understand if your smaller regional companies are in a better position or your large pan-India players.
I think this will be beneficial for both regional as well as large pan-India players because Ultratech is also there and Ramco is also there. So, but it will be more beneficial for large cap companies because they will be able to utilize their assets more than the regional players, and this will help both large as well as small size players in the region.
Okay, just want to take this question a little broader, and I was mentioning this earlier as well in the show about this ICRA note, which says market share of top 5 cement makers will rise to 55%, in fact, by March 2025. Now, we've already seen one big move in terms of consolidation. Mr. Shrimal, do you expect more in this direction, and what is your view on this consolidation move that we're going to see?
See, basically with this consolidation happening, Adani has previously acquired Sanghi Cement, now Penna Cement, and Ultratech has also acquired some part of India Cement, around 2 million ton of capacity earlier. So I believe moving ahead, this consolidation story will play out, and large companies, basically the 5 large companies in India, they will be the beneficiaries of consolidation in terms of economics of scale, supply chain efficiency, more pricing discipline, and all that. So moving ahead, once this further consolidation will help these large players, and this will be beneficial for all the large players, including Ambuja, Ultratech, Dalmia, or Shri Cement, because they will be the most large. And moving ahead, I also believe their share, overall market share of 5 top players will also increase in next 3 to 4 years by 60, between 60 to 65%.
Uttam, I'm just wondering, I wanted to kind of be the devil's advocate on one of the comments that you made, that it could be positive for the regional players. I thought that the valuations at which this has been done might actually be negative for some of the players like Ramco, because at 93, if a deal is happening, then surely people would question the valuations at which a Ramco or some of the others are trading at.
Yeah, see, these assets, Penna Cement assets are not optimally utilized because they have got around 10 million ton of 10 million ton of capacity, and their last year turnover was around 1,200 crores. So it means that their capacity has not been fully utilized. So and a deal has been done at a Adani has got this price assets at a reasonable price. So Aramco and all other cement companies are trading at much higher valuation than at what value Ambuja has got Penna Cement. So I believe from that point of view, you can say other companies, other regional players are quite at a higher valuation compared to valuation at which Penna Cement has gone to Ambuja Cement. But it is because also because these capacities were not fully utilized. And once it comes to the Ambuja kitty, I hope they will ramp up the capacity and fully utilize the available capacity.
So therefore, Uttam, are you saying that because Penna has gotten the money that it deserved because of underutilized capacity, and that's why these valuations, you do not foresee a corrective move into a Ramco or some of the Andhra-based players?
No, see, basically, these capacities were not utilized fully.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why.
yeah. So hence, you don't
Yeah.
foresee a correction in Ramco or some of the others because of the valuation which this deal is done, right?
No, I don't see any
Okay.
basic correction in their valuation. Because see, demand is there, and I believe that moving ahead, demand will pick up since this first quarter has been disrupted because of election and all that, and second quarter is March. So half
We're losing your audio. We're losing your audio there. Mr. Shrimal, you want to just check if you're on mute? We seem to be losing his audio there. Nevertheless, I thought that was interesting. That was interesting that you are going to see this kind of a consolidation. And you know, one wonders if you have the two large players, and this is turning into a head-to-head fight, with a significant pan-India presence, then what does that do to the smaller ones? I'm told he's back. Mr. Shrimal, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Now, my question was essentially, now that you've explained so well the fundamentals of the entire sector and what this deal means, I was wondering what your take is on how Ambuja will react today, your, call on the stock. Would you see a buy right now at these levels? And if you could give me your top picks in this space.
See, Ambuja currently is trading on a standalone basis at 23x EV to EBITDA, which is quite high compared to the valuation which sector gets. So at this moment, we have a hold rating on the Ambuja. But apart from the Ambuja, other cement stocks such as our top picks in the sector are Ultratech, JK Cement, and JK Lakshmi Cement. So we believe that these three stocks are there. And they may do well moving ahead. Ambuja valuation at this juncture is high compared to Ultratech and City Cement, or you take in Dalmia or ACC.
So what would be your top pick in the space? One pan-India player and one regional player?
On pan-India player, on the large cap, Ultratech is our top pick, and in the small mid cap, it's JK Cement.
JK Cement in the small cap. All right. Thank you so much, Uttam Kumar Shrimal, Senior Research Analyst of Cement and Infra at Axis Securities. They're breaking down the big story this morning.